I migrated back to kvk1 and I am currently in kvk3. How did I do this and what's going on? Well, this is the video I'm bringing for you guys today, as I have created something that I call sock sleepers. This is my second time doing this. The first time I actually was not able to record content because I didn't have a nice enough device. How I was able to migrate back to kvk1 was, if you're under 10 million power and you haven't logged on for like a really long time, I think it's like 60 days minimum, or I think it's even more. I think it might be like 60 or 90 days. I'm not sure on the exact time. I know it has to be a long time. If you do that, you can migrate back to kvk1. All the kingdoms you can migrate to are in Eve of Crusade. So this is the account that I created in SOC. I powered it up. I was under 10 million power. And then I migrated back to kvk1. I was able to bring back CJ, YSS, Takeda, and Gupta, and Moctezuma. All these commanders I got from the legendary tavern from the time I was in SOC. I was going to build my account around either infantry or cav, and I decided to go cav. I brought back Takeda at 51111, and I'm currently running Joan Takeda. My Joan is almost 6-star. She'll be there soon, like, not to worry, within like the next 2 weeks, which is fine. Now, why Joan Takeda? Well, before we jump into Joan, let's take a look at Takeda. Takeda is dealing bonus normal damage for 4 seconds. It has a chance to trigger for 4 seconds. He brings decent stats, I'm not gonna lie. Like, he's only 5111, and I'm going to 5551 him from the daily specials. But he's got 20% defense on just his first skill unlocked, which is actually not bad. He's also doing a small heal. Now, if we take a look at Joan's kit, Joan is dealing bonus normal damage outside of Alliance territory, bonus normal damage after she casts her skill, and she has a support tree, which means that she gets buffed from healing, not only enhanced healing, but for every time she is healed, she gains boosted attack for 3 seconds. Because Takeda is healing over time, that means that is enough time to boost the attack on Joan's active skill. Now, how do I know this? Well, I know this because I ran it. And I'm going to go over some duels. Where's some duels? So, this duel, I got smacked pretty hard. However, there's a couple things I'm going to note. My Joan is not level 60, which means I'm losing value on some of the talents. This guy has both marches fully expertised. He's got good equipment, and he's got really good gear. This guy migrated back from Season of Conquest. The Archer Wheel hasn't even happened yet in our kvk3. That's how I know he migrated back from SOC. And the trade is, I obviously got smacked, but there's something I want to point out. For someone who migrated back from SOC, he's got maxed out T4 tech. He's got good equipment, both maxed out marches. I actually am not disappointed in this trade. Honestly, I'm not. When you take in all that for consideration, I'm not disappointed at all. The synergy on Joan and Takeda, I think, will be decent in the open field. It was the best I could have done. I didn't want to go... A lot of people were like, oh, people told me run Nevsky Takeda. I didn't do that because Nevsky is doing single target damage and he doesn't benefit from heal. I think Joan is going to be getting more kills because it's double AoE, Rage Gen procced. You're going to be... And the Rage engine from Joan actually is faster, I think so, with her active skill and the support tree. And Takeda, you want to get that throwing out as much as possible. More healing just equals more boosted attack and more normal damage. I think it's... I'm thinking it's going to be decent for just like a single march. for just a single march. The march speed on this march, by the way, is freaking crazy too, man. I mean, like, it almost doesn't even matter. I could, like, I'll be able to run away, like, really good. We're just going to take this for a spin and just show you guys how it works. So she casts her skill, increase normal damage, all damage. And then there's the heal. And the troop, see the troop attack is buffed from the skill. That it, because it's healed over time, it's long enough that I'm able to get boosted attack. You see, I'm able to get a boosted attack on every active skill. I think Joan Takeda is an underrated march. I'm going to have to do testing in the actual open field, of course, but I'm almost confident that it's going to be good. It just, the synergy is just there so much. Like, they just work well together. Like, moving forward, my next piece I'm going to be working towards is purple legs for my cav. I'm also going to be switching to Byzantium because I think Byzantium is probably the best cav civ for strictly open field fighting. I think it is better than Germany for open field fighting. The stat you get from Byzantium is just better. Yeah, and that's how I was able to migrate back to kvk1. And currently working on this. I don't know, I'm pretty excited, man. I'm pretty excited. A lot of people, which I understand, they were like, oh, Joan Takeda, like, what? Like, it is kind of squishy, but I'm going to be 5-5. I'm going to be 5-5, 5-1ing him from the dailies. If I get lucky, honestly, if I get lucky, I'll even go for 5-1-5. Or, like, even if it's, like, 5-2-5. I'll stop there. I just want this skill maxed out and that skill maxed out just for the heal and the defense. I really don't care much about the skill. If I can get 5-1-5, I'll stop. Or even like 5-3-5, then I'll stop. But yeah, that's how I was able to migrate back to kvk1. And that's the only duel I have. I have another duel right here, but I don't really want to go over it because... Oh, sure, I'll go over it. It's just his Nevsky was just super underpowered and underleveled. I don't even consider this to be fair. Well, not necessarily fair. I just don't consider it like a good comparison. But I mean, I did win, so whatever. But this is the duel that I really think is the spotlight. Yes, I lost, and yes, I got smacked. But for how good I did against someone who migrated back from SLC with maxed out T4 tech, expertise ZL, expertise YSG, I'm not disappointed. Anyways, guys, that's it for today's video on my SLC sleeper that is currently in kvk1. I'll catch you guys in the next.